Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm your girl Andy Crimson, and it's time for another mukbangs and hangs episode because I've got a lot to talk about, from my trip to Houston to go see Sisters of Mercy to some ghost news, which I'm sure if you're anywhere on the internet, you've heard about. But first, we're going to introduce the food. I got Cheddars. I was on the way to the mall to pick up some socks that I ordered, ghost socks. And I was like, oh, I've been craving this for a minute because I used to eat Cheddars quite often when I worked at a Western store many years back, and it was right next door. I used to always get the chicken Alfredo, but today I decided to try their New Orleans pasta, so we're going to check it out. Check it out, guys. A mountain of pasta. I was not expecting this much. But we've got some penne pasta here. There's chicken, shrimp. I see some veggies, and it supposedly has a spicy Cajun Alfredo sauce. They gave me this toast here, and pretty famous for the croissants. Again, this is Cheddar's New Orleans pasta, and I'm super excited to try it. Do a little thumbnail real quick. All right, guys, I'm excited to get into this, and I can't wait to talk about what we're going to talk about today. So let's do a first bite. That was a big piece of chicken here. Dang, that is huge. Look at that. I need to cut that at some point. Let's see. A little bit of chicken with this pasta. There's some sauce here. I'm gonna dip it in. Can we get a noodle? Can we get pasta? Here we go. First bite. Mmm. It's got a lot of seasoning. I don't know if it's spicy yet. Let's dig in a little more over here. Oh, it also has sausage. Mmm. It's creamy. I was afraid it was going to be a little dry. Here's a sausage, and I'm going to get a pepper right here. Normally, I'm not too much of a fan of the peppers, but just for the dish's sake, you can try it out. Mmm. I love the way that mixes. Very smooth. Not too much of a barbecue taste. I don't even know what to call it. Cajun. Well, it does have that Cajun vibe to it, but it's not that spicy. Not yet. It's pretty good. So guys, I have to tell you about my trip. I really needed to get out of the valley for a little bit. And the sisters were going to play in Houston, so I thought, oh, I can make it. Why not go? Support Ben Cristo. Because I've actually met Ben about 5 years ago, so it's been that long since I've seen him, so I was super excited to go say hi, check out the band, because I had never seen the Sisters of Mercy either. They're kind of, I don't want to call them grandfathers, founding members, like they're pretty notable in the goth rock alternative music community. In fact, the lead guy, the singer, is the only original member left. I think they've been plagued with some like legal stuff and just, life. So, but let me just start off by saying, before we get to the show, I have romanticized Houston, Texas quite a bit. I don't know. I was enamored with it for a while, but this particular trip, I was just like totally over it. The heat, the traffic, and in the particular area that I was in, it was kind of downtown, and I knew there's bad traffic. It's a big city. But I think just from traveling all morning for like 5+ hours, it was just like, I'm not ready to like deal with it. And I was like, I'm over the glamour that I placed on this city. Plus, it didn't help that I wanted to go to like a few more places before the show, and it was just not on my side. There was like a traffic stop, accidents, police, and I'm like, I'm just gonna go to the hotel. I need a rest before this show. Especially because it was going to be GA, and I haven't done GA standing up in quite some time. And y'all people that go to shows very frequently, that queue for hours, let me know your secrets, because I think I'm already starting to feel my age. I did not lock my legs, but I was like feeling lower back pain from just standing so long. This pasta tastes really good. I think that's chicken right there. Mm. Oh, I forgot about the shrimp almost. Let's try one of these shrimps here. They kind of left the tail, or is it soft or what? We're just gonna eat it. Let's see what happens. They should have peeled the tail a bit. That's kind of unfortunate. Like they left the hard shell on there. I have to pick them all off. But okay, so I get to the show and there's probably about 20, 30, maybe at the most 40 people in front of me for the GA line, which I knew I was going to get there super early. It was just a chance, a risk I had to take. But fortunately for me, you know, everybody at shows, they have different priorities. Some people want to opt to maybe go to the restroom, go get a drink first, go to the merch if that's really important to you. But for most of us, and for me, I was like, I'm going to run to the barrier, which once I got inside, I kind of had to get my bearings because I've been there before to see ghosts. Like it was at the Bayou Music Center, but I kind of forgot what it was like on the inside. Once I figured out where the stage was, I bolted, and there was like a man already like saving some spaces. I was like, I'm just gonna be like right here. So I got on the side that I wanted, and I was super excited. I was like, yes, I knew it was gonna work out. And now it was just a waiting game. The openers were this duo from Brooklyn, Cloud of Ravens. They're pretty interesting, and they packed a punch for just being the two of them. They had like a lot of programming because they didn't have a drummer. It was just literally guitar and bass. And then the guy would sing, and so would the girl. I like some of their stuff. I just feel like if they had a little bit more people, like it would really fill up, you know, the stage and have more stage presence. But I know it's kind of hard when it's just like two people. What is this, a mushroom? I think this is a mushroom. Or is this a sausage? It was sausage. So they started playing at about 8. I think Sisters came on about 9, 11-ish. It was a great show. It's kind of a smaller venue. I didn't realize that. Like, I had been there before, but I didn't really like pay attention to my surroundings. But it filled up pretty quick. And let me just say, because it is worthy of noting, the staff at this venue, super friendly, super helpful, accommodating. You don't always get that sometimes. You get like grumpy staff, older staff. I mean, most of the staff members were pretty young. And they were super kind when I had questions. They even passed out water to the people in the front or whoever could reach past, you know. I thought that was really, really important, special. So yeah, the Sisters set was like 2 pages long, but I'm not sure how many songs they played. I knew a couple of them. I'm not like a super big fan, so I didn't know all the songs by heart, but I really was impressed with how clean everything sounded, the stage presence. I love seeing Andrew singing. Andrew's like the main original member, and then the lights would just come up like as a shadow on his face, and he just looked so like menacing, like this goth granddaddy, this vampire that was just there. He was super cool. But yeah, I really had a great time at the show. It was just I was a short trip, and I was just not feeling the vibes of the big city. Look at this big piece of chicken. That's nuts. So far, still, there hasn't been like a big kick of spice. There's a little bit, like just for flavor purposes almost, but not super Cajun, not super spicy. Let's try this croissant, buttery croissant. Get some with the butter on it. Mmm. So after the Sisters played, decided to hang around a little bit. say hi to Ben. It was so good to speak to him. He's such a nice person. Feel real fortunate to have met him before and talked to him and support his music. I've been a fan of all his projects since I found out about him. And it was a real nice time. I just feel like the whole trip was so fast. Like, it was literally only a day. You know, I had to make it back. I had some stuff to take care of, but yeah, I would do it again. And also have to say, my hotel was pretty cool. I have struggled to find like cheaper hotels of quality. Like, I've cheaped out the last few shows for Ghost and Hailstorm because I don't feel like paying 180 bucks a night, especially like literally most of the time that I've traveled for shows. I gotta go and come back. I can't stay. So I was real pleased with this hotel. It wasn't super fancy. It's right off one of the freeways, but it was clean. And the gentleman that attended me was super nice. He gave me free water, free snacks. Super nice guy. The only thing that they're missing is a pool. I would have loved a pool. This is a lot of food, guys. I don't know if I'm gonna finish. Which is good. I have some leftovers for later. I will knock some points for not taking off the tails of the shrimp. Like, I don't want to be doing this while I'm trying to eat it. I think some people actually eat the shell of the tail, but that's not me. So, now for the moment maybe you all have been waiting for, talking about Ghost. I would consider it a sizable change. Something did change, if you guys are not aware. We have two replacement Nameless Ghouls. More accurately, a ghoul and a ghoulette. I will not be name dropping the newer ones, but we can talk about either. It was a surprise to most of us, if not all, that Chris is not in Ghost right now. He's touring with some other band in the States. At least I think it's in the States. It was very surprising because Chris has been a part of Ghost, I think, even since I first saw them back in 2017. He's always been Ether. And even before that, I knew about him because of, well, simultaneously, when I learned about Sisters of Mercy, he was also in Sisters of Mercy with Ben. So yeah, a lot of people have been like upset, and it's valid to a degree, I believe, because, you know, you get attached to these characters. You idolize them, you admire them. But another important thing you have to remember with Ghost is that it's not them. It's not the Ghouls. This has always been Tobias's project, and members have always come and gone. And the fact of the matter is, nobody owes us an explanation. That's what I believe. Even with some of my favorite groups or people I feel like I'm close to, nobody owes me any answers to any questions I might have. So yeah, that's been the discourse in the fandom right now, the upset. But at the same time, you know, we've got replacements. But the other person that was missing is the Sunshine Ghoulette, Miss Sophie. She's also doing other projects, you know, here in the States. So that was also kind of upset. But we have two replacements. We have the new rhythm guitarist who the fandom has dubbed Phantom, which I think is fitting. And we have Aurora, the new Ghoulette. She's super dainty and she's more princess-like, as I've seen the fandom like discuss. And they've seemed to be fitting in quite well. Like, Phantom really like shines. I think it's exciting, even though I understand the grief that some fans may feel right now. But it's just the nature of the game. It's not up to us as fans to get so invested, be speculative, and assuming things and asking and demanding answers. That's just my personal opinion. Let me know in the comments what you think about the whole situation, the lineup change. Have you seen any footage of the new members? What's your opinion on them? Another thing that I want to say about lineup changes, member changes, is that, you know, some people might be like, well, it's going to change the way, you know, the performance is on stage. It's going to feel weird. It's not the, what if these new people are not in it? They don't have the same antics, or they're copying somebody else. I don't think Tobias would bring someone on who isn't serious about putting on a spectacle or a theatrical performance related to their nameless character. It would be kind of weird for him to hire someone that's just kind of dead in the water. It doesn't have personality, because I feel you need to have some sort of personality, because you're faceless, you're nameless up there. And in the spirit of ghosts, you know, the music is what matters. I'm trying to see where I like rate this. Like my favorite, like I've said before, it was chicken Alfredo. Like I always got the chicken Alfredo from Cheddar's. But this isn't too bad. It's kind of similar to Chili's Cajun pasta. That's the only one I can compare it to right now. I feel like Chili's version is a little more creamier. It doesn't have this heavy Cajun flavor or spice that this one has, which is, I guess it's going to be based upon preference. I prefer something more creamier than, you know, dry. Not to say this is dry, but it's definitely less creamy than Chili's. But it's still a good pasta. Everything is cooked well. The veggies, nothing tastes like frozen, fake, gamey. Like the only thing I will like kind of complain about is that they left the tails on the shrimp, which I will have to like take off, and it just like, I don't want to spend time doing that. But it's not a huge deal. Love the croissant though. Kind of reminds me of like Luby's, you know, dinner rolls. There's like one big piece of sausage left. Save that one for later. So I think I can afford to give this one an 8 out of 10 because it's definitely up there. It's good. I want to say I've had a little bit better as far as the pasta. Like I still would prefer Chili's version. That's the one that would really only like take its spot above it. Plus I've also sampled some like similar pastas from like Italian places, so those are obviously higher in quality. But Cheddar's isn't bad. Cheddar's has like decent food for a decent price. Oh, I'm stuffed already, guys. But we've already rated it, so I think we're good. I want some more of this. I guess that's it for the video today, guys. Thank you for watching the channel, and I know I've got a bunch of you on here, so welcome, welcome. Occasionally, I like to film these mukbang videos if I've got stuff to talk about, you know, like ghost or something big happened in my life, you know, I want to share it with you. But I'm gonna try to mix it up here and there. That's why I dropped that gameplay video for the ghost game. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. Also, since a bunch of you are new here, I'm going to be hosting a 3K giveaway on my Instagram once I reach 3K followers. The prizes are going to be ghost related. I've got some official merch items, collectible items. Ooh. Okay, it's stuck. It's gone. And I've got some like handmade things. Some of them have not been revealed yet. Like people have not ordered this. So I'm excited to share that with you. Once we reach 3K on Instagram, I will drop the contest. And yeah, so keep yourselves posted if you want to check that out. Follow my Instagram. I also have a Patreon that I've been posting. Like I posted the Sisters of Mercy vlog on there. I do behind the scenes stuff, extra things that don't really make it over to the regular social media side of stuff. And yeah, that's going to be it for me today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I appreciate all your support. I will see y'all next time.